Hey, fatty, my sugar diet's gonna take over the internet, you fat pigs. I'm losing body fat like crazy eating candy. Eating candy! So to start this video off, I'm gonna go through what my day's looking like, basically. So the last couple weeks, I've been dropping body fat like it's going out of style. All right, my metabolism's cranked. Crazy energy, smooth energy. It's not like your caffeine when you're all jittery, can't sleep or shit. Okay, it's real energy, it's pure sugar, there's no fat. So what's my day look like? I start the day microdosing sugar sources. Pure sugar, no fat, no protein, pure sugar. So I'm running all day on pure sugar, microdosing it. So in the morning, I'll have a glass of super snake juice, which is the snake juice electrolyte salts. The only difference is it's in sugar water. Okay, it's in sugar. So I'll mix up about 500 milliliters of hot water. I'll put about 4 tablespoons of pure table sugar into there. And then I'll throw in snake juice powder. Okay, if you're using the packets, 1 packet. Okay, if you don't got the packets, about a 1/4 teaspoon of sodium, 1/4 teaspoon of potassium. Okay, you can throw some magnesium in, you can do whatever you want. The main simple recipe is the sodium and potassium. All right, so that's how I start my day. A glass of super snake juice, energy. You get the metabolism rocking, your body temperature instantly goes up. That's why you're burning so much body fat. You're running hot. You're running hot on sugar. There's zero fat, zero. Okay, you got to get adamant on that. Okay, the devil is in the details. Now what I'll do is I'll go to the gym, all right, and then I'll have some sort of a pre-workout, which is just candy. It's been just candy, okay? I don't care about fiber or anything during the day. I want pure energy, okay? I don't give a shit if it's empty calories. It's pure energy. It's pure sugar, okay? It's macronutrients. I want the sugar. I get plenty of micronutrients in my main meal at night. So sometimes before the workout, I might knock back Sour Patch Kids. Zero fat. Okay, make sure you look at those damn labels. Okay, a lot of those candies got a bunch of fat in them. 0 fat grams. Okay, these Jolly Rancher gummies. Okay, I might knock back some of these before the workout today. How many calories? Probably about 150, 200 calories. So my super snake juice was about 200 calories. Then I'll have another couple hundred calories of candy. Okay, I just want the energy. Makes you melt fat like it's insane weight loss. Insane. Being a fat pig's causing all your health issues. Stop being paranoid of sugar. Okay, you're sugar phobic. You need to stop being paranoid of sugar. You're sugar phobic. Okay, everyone's got you brainwashed. You got to make the shift. Okay, you'll get enlightened. Sugar. Your body runs on sugar. It's its main fuel source. Okay, the only time you're ever supposed to use ketones for fuel is if you're on a real fast. Manipulating your body into ketosis is not natural. Now, look at these closely. See that? See that? The fat right there. The fat right there. You see that? 0 grams. That's critical. You can't just go eat Mars bars, you idiot. Pure sugar. It'll crank your metabolism through the roof. Okay, your metabolism's gonna get ramped up. Okay, you can reverse type 2 diabetes. Okay, this is because your body with the fat doesn't suck up the sugar properly. The fat is the problematic macro. The fat. Fat's making you fat, straight up. Okay, that's not even bringing it into just fat's 9 calories a gram. This is 4 calories a gram for pure sugar, and it gives you 20 times the energy. It's instant energy. Okay, for example, if you had like 200 grams of your ribeye, 200 calories, I should say, 200 calories of ribeye compared to 200 calories of sugar, it's night and day. Same calories in, more calories out. Okay, your basal metabolic rate goes up when you're eating sugar. Okay, see, there's 2 ways to create a caloric deficit. You can drag your metabolism down into the dirt with your 0 carb carnivore diet. or you can rev your metabolism through the roof. Okay, if your calorie maintenance is way higher on the day because you're eating candy, you're gonna create a bigger calorie deficit eating more calories. Energy is king. Okay, it's almost like you have this flame, okay, this carbohydrate flame, and you're just throwing these fat logs into the fire, and the carbs are burning the fat. You're just running hotter, your output's way higher. You want to do stuff. Fat pigs are on the couch. Okay, cut the fat out of your diet. You actually might want to do something. Pure sugar, you're gonna get lean as hell. Okay, lean as hell. So in the morning, I knock back the electrolyte salts with the sugar water. Then pre-workout, I'll have another couple hundred calories of candy. After the workout, same thing. Okay, I'll usually go for a swim, and then I'll have jam, strawberry jam. Okay, if you want, you can still have fruit through the day. Okay, you can still have fruit throughout the day. Okay, I like to keep it these hard-hitting carbs, hard-hitting sugar. Okay, I don't want the fiber and the weight on me from a bunch of fruit that has no calories. Okay, if I was eating some fruit for me, I'll add table sugar to it. Okay, I want some hit. I want hit. Okay, I want hit from those little doses of sugar. It's like a tiny amount of sugar, massive amounts of energy and heat. Tiny amount of sugar, massive amounts of energy and heat. If we're just talking macros, you got sugar, carbs, and fat. If we're talking the same calorie count on each of those three, okay, 100 calories of each of those, the protein, sugar, I should say the three macros are carbs, protein, and fat. Okay, the protein and the fat ain't giving you any energy if you eat 100 calories worth. The sugar gives you crazy heat, crazy energy. That's the difference. That's why you lose weight like crazy doing this. It's insane. Okay, your glucose tolerance is through the roof. Okay, you're insulin sensitive as hell. You're not insulin resistant from all the fat. Okay, I've been showing, like, it's unbelievable how much weight I'm losing once I got this dialed in tight like this. Okay, you're just living on little sugar doses throughout the day. Hunter-gatherer. Okay, you're gathering sugar. Okay, oh, there's a little bit of sugar in that root. There's some sugar here, some sugar there throughout the day. Keep you lean as hell. Then at night, you might find some lean meat. Lean meat. Not your fatty ass stupid ribeye, idiot. Okay? Carnivore dieters be like, day 1, day 2, restart, day 1 again, day 2, restart. It's stupid. You just gotta eat pure sugar and get ripped. Okay, you can't not get ripped doing this. It's impossible. It is impossible. If you're talking pure sugar, it is impossible to hold on to body fat. Impossible. You do this throughout the day, and people that bring up, oh, you got to adapt to this, you don't got to adapt to shit. If you're microdosing the amounts I'm telling you, 100 calories, 200 calories, 3 times a day, okay, couple times a day, and you're moving around, your body's going to be chowing down that sugar so fast, and you're going to be burning body fat. You ain't holding water, eating Jolly Ranchers, okay? You ain't holding nothing. You're dropping pure body fat. Then at night, I have lean meat, a pile of vegetables. Right now, fruit, starch. Okay, if you want to get more aggressive with your evening meal, that's the main meal. It's essentially a 1 meal a day diet. It's not, but it is because you're just microdosing sugar through the day. Okay, you don't eat anything else in the day but that pure sugar source. And that's what's going to make you burn body fat like mad. Then at night, lean meat, pile of vegetables, volume at night. See, I want volume at night. Okay? Obviously, if I ate a bunch of fruit and slopped it with sugar, I'm going to feel fuller. But I don't want that during the day. I don't want that. I want to look lean. Lean during the day. Pure sugar. Pure sugar. At night, I get in my fiber, my micronutrients. Okay, my lean meat. Okay, it's not a vegan diet. It's not a vegan diet. Okay, how much lean meat am I eating at night? Right now, about 400 grams. 400 grams of lean meat. Okay, dial it in. Okay, dial it in. Okay, I just told you exactly my routine. Just doing my exact routine of your meals. Perfect. You're going to get lean as hell. Okay, if you want to get more aggressive, yank the starch back in your evening meal. Add more fruit. because fruit still is going to have more volume. That's when you want your volume. Lower calories, more volume at night. Okay, once you get ripped, like, you understand, you're never gonna, your metabolism never shits the bed on this. You just keep losing weight. It's unreal. It's unbelievable because you never get cold. Okay, this is the perfect way that a lot of people that get stupid ripped to get on stage should be reverse dieting. They should be reverse dieting on pure sugar during the day. That's how you reverse. That's how you're gonna rev the metabolism up, the fast metabolism increase on sugar. Sugar, candy. Okay, you're all the same shit you're scared of. You're like, oh, sugar feeds cancer. Shut the hell up. Okay, you always are running on sugar. So now sugar's a problem? Now sugar's a problem? It's not a problem when you're like 6 years old because it never was. Cancer's a metabolic problem. It's because you got no damn energy. That's why you develop cancer when you get a little older, because your diet's just drug you down over the years because there's too much damn fat. You're not avoiding the carbohydrates. Okay, that just makes your diet have zero sustainability. So you make the assumption we're never dodging carbs ever again. So what's the actual problem? Fat. Fat is the problem. Fat. The amount of fat that I get in right now in my lean meat is plenty. I'm probably about 6 grams of fat per 100 grams of lean meat. Plenty. You don't even need to count it. You just need to make sure there's zero fat in these sugar sources. Zero fat in your carbs. Zero fat in your sweet potato. Zero fat in your potatoes. Zero fat in your rice, you idiot. If you want taste, you add sugar to it. You don't add fat. You don't add damn butter and olive oil and shit. That's what's making you fat. That fat blunts out your body's ability to take up those carbs. That's why you can't just be an idiot. Like, look at the damn labels, you lazy bastards. Look at the labels. Okay, if you go and look at some of this candy, if you're playing around with Jolly Rancher candy or whatever it is, if there's fat, even 0.7 grams in a serving, any fat at all, it needs to have a zero fat on these labels. Zero. Lean meat at night. And then once you're ripped, play. Once you're ripped, if you want to throw a chunk of salmon in there once in a while, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Start gaining weight back. You know that you're eating too much fat. It's as simple as that. You microdose sugar through the day. Microdose. Okay, you don't worry about micronutrients. Do whatever you want. I just told you what I'm doing, and I'm getting crazy results. Okay, you can definitely go with fruit through the day. Okay, you can go with fruit throughout the day. Just understand that if you're trying to get some hit, some real bite, if you're going to the gym or something, you're going to have to add some table sugar to that fruit. Okay, because I don't want, you know how much blueberries I'd have to eat to get any sugar at all? Plus now you're blunting out that hit with all that fiber and water. I don't want that during the day. I want the hit. Okay, if I was going to have any blueberries at all, it'd be a small amount of blueberries with table sugar on top to bring the calories up to about 200 for me. Okay, women, 100 calories in a little sitting, it's a microdose. 150 calories. If you're losing weight like crazy, a couple hundred calories. Okay, right in the morning, you don't do any intermittent fasting. None. If you're going to do a fast, you do a real fast. Okay, at least 36 hours, and that'd be on snake juice. Okay, you can even do it on super snake juice. Stop being scared of sugar. Don't worry about stupid autophagy and all this bullshit. You know what gives you crazy autophagy? Weight loss, fatty, you fat pig. Weight loss. That's what gives you the crazy amounts of autophagy. Drop in body fat. Okay, that's what gives it to you. You're worried about all the stupid shit. Okay, you know what makes you not get cancer? Energy. Don't worry about treating a symptom and trying to starve cancer out with a diet. Okay, what you do is get your energy up so your body turns into a cancer-killing machine. I know this from experience. Okay, people coming to me for strict ketogenic dieting advice and fasting advice when they're literally 2 steps from being 6 feet under. Okay, if I knew what I know now, I would have had them eat pure sugar. They would have had a better chance. They would have had a better chance. They would have had a better chance on a diet that looks exactly what I'm doing now. Pure sugar, zero fat through the day to get their energy up and their mood up and their well-being up and help them sleep properly. You don't need stimulants. That's how you know somebody's diet sucks. Right there. If they need coffee, their diet sucks. Your diet sucks if you need caffeine. You do not need, this is something you gotta get out of your life. Okay, that caffeine can mess you up. Now you got sugar in the morning. Does it look like I need caffeine? Okay, you know how many people's dieting strategies rely completely on coffee? Because their diet sucks, because their macros suck. Their macros blow. No one pays attention to the damn macros. You cut the fat out of everything except what's in that lean meat. Zero fat in everything until you're literally ripped, until I can see your ribs. The super fat pigs, this is perfect. If you're 500 pounds, you would microdose those little shots of sugar. Okay, maybe 3 or 4 a day. Get your metabolism revved back up, you fat ass. You know how much weight you'd be losing? You know how much weight a 500-600 pound person would be losing doing exactly what I'm doing? My exact diet. If they ate exactly what I'm eating during the day, exactly to the calorie, without any exercise, they'd be losing weight like mad with no exercise doing this. No exercise. And it makes you not want to eat more at night. Okay, because you have energy. Okay, you hippies. You guys are so brainwashed by zero-carb carnivore jack-offs. Okay? They're just creating, they're fear-mongering you. It's all like anti-sugar. They don't even know what sugar is. To them, sugar's donuts. They're idiots. Okay, if there's fat in it, in sugar diet land, you call it fat. Unless it's lean meat. Okay, lean meat's quality. But if there's fat in the carbohydrate, it ain't sugar, you fat pig. That is fat. And I don't care if it's even 2 grams of fat in a piece of bread, or 1 gram of fat in a piece of bread. That is trash. If you're trying to cut weight, that is not going to help you reverse insulin resistance. Okay, that's not going to crank up your glucose tolerance. Like every single person on a zero-carb carnivore diet or a strict ketogenic diet, they couldn't even pass a glucose tolerance test. Sugar gives you the most energy. It's inarguable. If you want to talk performance, okay, your VO2 max is going to be insane on sugar. Insane. Okay, people keep asking me, where's your studies? Do you really need one? There's only 1 million of them. Go find them, you fat, lazy pig. There's 1 million. You just don't want to dig for them. There's 1 million. Okay, there's guys like Walter Kempner. He's been reversing type 2 diabetes and every disease under the sun since like 1940 on a diet that was pure sugar. Literally rice, which is pure sugar, pure glucose, orange juice, and table sugar. See, there's other protocols out there that are essentially the same thing as the sugar diet, but they don't tell you to do it microdose during the day and then eat your meat and vegetables at night. Okay, the master cleanse, sugar diet, juice fasting. Okay, your what's that? Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, those documentaries. Sugar diet. That's all that is. Sugar diet. Except that they get so dogmatic that they forget to add the lean meat back in the vegetables and the starch at night for your main meal. Okay, eating fruit only. Sugar diet. Okay, that's the whole problem though. A lot of people, if they're eating just the juice, there's no calories. There's no calories in the fruit unless you're eating dates. Okay, some of the dense fruit sources. But when you're a fat pig, the goal is you just keep your metabolism revved up with pure sugar through the day. You hold off, wait till dinner, then have dinner, as much food volume as you want, but you keep the fat out of the diet. Pile of vegetables. Okay, what's my dinner look like exactly right now? It's lean steak or lately lean chicken. Okay, a pile of peas and carrots, Okay, I don't eat a bunch of zero carb green vegetables. Okay, I'm losing weight way too fast as it is. Okay, peas and carrots are perfect for me. I'll have beets. Okay, lately I've knocked the starch out for the last few days. I'm dropping weight even quicker. And I'm eating like half a watermelon and maybe like a can of peaches. Like that's the meal. How awesome is that? How awesome is this diet? Okay, I got people, you start reading these comments in my videos I'm posting. By the day, people quitting a zero-carb carnivore diet, by the day. because that diet is not natural and it sucks. It sucks. Okay, it cranks your cortisol through the roof. This diet drops your cortisol down. That's what you want, especially when you go to bed. The body needs sugar, pure sugar. That's what you run on, you idiots. You don't run on ketones. Okay, that's an emergency backup energy source, period. Period. And that's the mistake that I made with people, just like everybody else, but I'm smart enough to make a shift. That's a mistake where I push that diet, which is strict keto the way I would coach it, low protein, high fat, piles of salt, just that fact alone. Needing piles of salt, that's not natural. That diet, you need a whack of salt because you just dump salt. Because you guys are so paranoid about insulin increases. Okay, and that's what drives the salt into the cells. Okay, makes your kidneys hold some salt. Okay, that diet, there's no natural, it's a short-term therapeutical use only for about 1 in 10,000 people. And that's only if you're actually doing a ketogenic diet, where it's low protein, like 3-to-1, 20-80 weight loss, 3-to-1, 4-to-1. Okay, anything else, like the macros that all these carnies eat, all these carnivore dieters eating, those are shit macros. High protein, high fat, you might as well go to McDonald's. Okay, because now you're getting a blood sugar increase and you're drenching your cells, your bloodstream in fat, which is retarded. That's why you never get those super low blood sugars like you would on a strict ketogenic diet. Your blood sugars are so much better eating candy. My blood sugars are 100 times better. 100 times better. My blood sugar control is 100 times better than anybody on a zero-carb carnivore diet. Anybody. They could not even eat one of these Jolly Ranchers without having a big blood sugar increase. They couldn't. So how healthy are you? How healthy are you? You can't even handle a piece of candy? You're weak. You're weak. This sells itself, right? Like this sells itself. That's why it's so awesome. The sugar diet. Okay, the sugar diet. Like who doesn't want to be able to get ripped and lose weight like crazy eating pure sugar? Okay, you just got to know how to do it. You just microdose the sugar through the day. Get in a good shot of salt in the morning. At night, you have one main meal. It's easy. And then once you're lean, you can do whatever you want. Once you're lean and your health back in check, you can go to whatever you want. You can eat a 3-meal-a-day low-fat diet. It's always low-fat dieting. Low-fat dieting. And then if you end up having a blowout day on New Year's or a birthday, so what? Doesn't matter. Your metabolism's rocking and rolling by then. I'm pretty sure you can handle a little bit of junk 1 or 2 days once in a while. It's not a big deal. Okay, that's what it looks like. Micro-dosing, pure sugar, zero fat, zero fat. Okay, these Jolly Ranchers are going to be tasty. Pre-workout? Shit, no one's going to touch you. Okay, no one's going to touch you eating something like this pre-workout. It's a joke. Okay, like have fun. What are you going to eat? Your piece of ribeye pre-workout and compete with me? Are you? Yeah, sure you are. Bye. Okay, are you gonna eat your 200 calories worth of ribeye and some super fat pig eats 200 calories worth of sugar? You know what's funny? Guess what's more satiating, you fat pig? Guess what's more satiating? 200, especially what's funny? That zero carb dieting looks so appeasing until you do it for 2 days in a row, right? That's why everyone quits. It's a joke. Okay, you know what's more satiating? 200 calories of ribeye steak doesn't do anything for satiation. When you are in a situation where you need some serious energy, you'll have way more satiation on candy than you would on ribeye steak. On candy. Seriously, on candy. Okay, people try to sell you on that bullshit. Oh, satiation, it's a crock of shit. It's a crock of shit. When your body's looking for energy right now, you're going to feel the best hands down on pure sugar. That's why they give you pure sugar at the hospital. If you get in an accident, pure sugar. They're giving you super snake juice in the hospital. Okay, they're giving you snake juice, salts, and sugar. Okay, dextrose. That's what they give you. That's what you're in your IV at the hospital. Okay, that's why a lot of these doctors are such hypocrites. Because they know damn well they're giving you straight sugar at the hospital. Okay, they're giving you straight sugar at the hospital, and then they try to go on their stupid YouTube channel and tell you, oh, sugar's bad, sugar's the devil, blah, 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 blah. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Okay, any of the health problems that got solved from an elimination diet where you cut carbs right out, like that type of an elimination diet, would have been solved if you just yanked the damn fat out of your dirty diet and ate clean, pure sugar and lean meat and vegetables. A normal goddamn diet. Okay, everyone's so brainwashed. They think fat's so great. The amount of fat your body needs, even when you're ripped, is like, seriously, like 1 tablespoon of fat. 1 tablespoon. And that's if you were ripped. And that's not adding a tablespoon to your diet. I'm talking what's in the lean meat. You would never have to add fat to your diet. Once you get leaner and you just bump the food up because you're eating a little bit more food and you're at a good, like, for a woman, maybe 3/4 of a pound of lean meat on the day. For a man, a pound, maybe a pound and a quarter, dial it in. The fat that's in the lean meat is plenty for the rest of your life. You never add fat to the damn diet. If you go look at everybody that's a fat ass and really like deciphered their diet, the one thing that they're doing is eating a pile of fat. Okay? You want to know a fact? That sugar consumption's actually lower now and obesity rates are still going up. How's that? Sugar consumption's lower. Pure sugar consumption is lower now. And the obesity rates are going up. So what's the problem with the diet? It's the fat. It's the fat is the issue. Okay, it just slaps you in the face. Like, out of 8 billion people on the planet, 5 billion of them are basically poor, all right? They're eating a poor man's diet. They have a lean protein source they get their hands on here and there, and they're all eating basically straight sugar via carbs, sugar, fruit. And they're all skinny as a rail. The poor man's diet, not the rich North American fat bastard. Okay, they're all skinny as a rail. Okay, you can't get fat on a diet that's low in fat. You can't get fat. You can't remain fat. Ever. Ever. Okay, the reason you started blowing up when you graduated high school or whatever, like all these people like, oh, my metabolism's just getting slower because of old age. That's such a crock of shit. Okay, it doesn't drop like that. It's because your diet sucks. It's because you've been beating your body up with too much fat. You've been beating your body up with too much fat, and a huge part of it's your energy shit because of that. Because the energy isn't high because I said the fat blocks that glucose from hitting those cells like right now, like rocket fuel. So not only are you getting fatter, you're not wanting to do as much. You're not wanting to do as much because you have no damn energy. It doesn't matter if you eat 1,000,000 calories a day because all the fat's blunting out the body's ability to use those carbs efficiently. You need to cut the fat out of the diet and you'll see just insane health results. Weight loss and health results. Okay, obviously if you're eating some candy, take care of your teeth. Okay, but there's sugar, like pure sugar, pure dextrose, pure sucrose, like table sugar, it's a pH 7. Okay, you rinse your mouth out, you make sure you're drinking a good amount of water, you won't have any issues. There's no issues. It's more bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay, it's coming from a guy that, like, I've coached strict keto properly. Like real keto macros. Not just telling people to eat ribeyes. It's stupid advice. Real keto. Okay, not being anti-vegetable or nothing. For a long time. Okay, most of my old YouTube videos are always promoting low-carb dieting. Okay, even though there's times where I promote just eating whatever on OMAD and shit too. Okay, I was never dogmatic to carbohydrate. But truthfully, I always did focus on the carbs being the problem why people were super fat. Which wasn't the issue. It never was. It never was. It's just because they're eating carbohydrate that's full of fat. And it doesn't even have to be full of fat. It needs just a bit of fat. And you just ruined a good carb. And all you got to do is cut the fat out of your damn diet. Your metabolism will go through the roof. So now, for example, let's say you're grinding on your intermittent fasting diet or some shit. And let's say your maintenance is like 2,000 calories a day and you're a male. And you can't lose weight on 2,000 and you got to drink your coffee because you're dragging ass. You know what would happen when you start knocking the fat out of the diet and eating pure sugar? Your maintenance now goes to like 3,000 calories a day. You understand what I'm saying about caloric deficit? Okay? Imagine now the same two people, one guy's eating his 2,000 calorie dog shit macros, with a pile of fat. The other guy's eating the way I'm telling you. Okay, low as hell on the fat, microdosing pure sugar throughout the day, a clean meal a day at night. Both of them are at 2,000 calories, but the guy eating my diet's burning 3,000 just sitting there. That's the difference. So now he's like literally running, he's burning 1,000 calorie more. So naturally, he'll just start losing weight like crazy, and then he obviously would start eating more. You can eat more. You can eat more and the fat's out of the diet because your body's running harder. It's no more complicated than that. And then you get huge bang for your buck on small amounts of sugar throughout the day. So that's why it's worked so good for caloric restriction. Because you still get your big meal at night, but you get these little micro doses of sugar during the day on my sugar diet weight loss protocol. And you have crazy energy on like no calories. Okay, you couldn't give me any other food choices during the day with the same calorie count as the way I'm microdosing those sugars, and I would never, ever get these results. I would never get this result if the calories were equal on those little tiny microdoses of sugar. And you told me, okay, instead, Cole, eat ribeye or eat whatever, and you're just thinking it's a calorie game, I would never get that result because my energy would be dog shit compared to taking that pure sugar at the same calorie count. And my body temperature will be higher. The most extreme would be, say, pure oil. 200 calories of pure oil versus 200 calories of pure sugar. The oil does nothing. It will not make me run harder. It will not give me more energy. Calories are the same as that sugar. Sugar makes me run harder, gives me way more output. So who's going to lose more weight in that meal alone? The sugar guy. The sugar diet. Okay, you give me a piece of ribeye. You give me your 50-50 bullshit carnivore diet. Okay, that 200 calories of that food choice versus 200 calories of Jolly Rancher candy. It's not even close. It's not even close who's going to lose more body fat. Not even close. Give me just lean protein. Give me chicken breast for 200 calories versus these Jolly Ranchers. Not even close. Not even close. And then these jackasses will always be like, protein, thermic effective food. Shut the hell up. This is what's going to bring your body temperature up. Candy, sugar water, table sugar. Okay, fruit. The dense fruit will get you really hot during the day. Obviously, volume's still going to be, if you're having an issue and you're a super fat pig, just go with regular fruit through the day. Okay, but if you're like, if you know you're getting the big meal, okay, if you go with a more dense sugar source during the day when you're having those microdose little meals, it's not even a meal. It's like, I carry this in my truck. It's not like a meal. It's like, gulp, let's go. It's like, give me some Jolly Rancher. Give me some give me some Sour Patch Kids. Let's go. Give me some Super Snake Juice in the morning. Let's go. Make a live. Let's go. Okay, like, where's the energy? These old people, old ass draggers. Okay, like if you're hero Dr. Anthony Chafee and Sean Baker, if they drank a glass of my Super Snake Juice, they'd be beside themselves with energy. They'd be beside themselves. You think that pure sugar is going to cause you a health problem? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. It's just sugar. It's pure energy. There's nothing bad that's going to come from that. Nothing. It's a crock of shit. It's a crock of shit. Okay, get focused. Weight loss. All your problems are from being a fat pig. You eat too much goddamn fat, you idiot. And then you have your main meal at night. Like, this is the craziest, awesomest weight loss protocol I've ever came up with. That's why even my other YouTube channel, I made sure I snatched that name, Sugar Diet. Okay, I put it on my other YouTube channel. Okay, make sure you subscribe to that one too. So I call my other YouTube channel Sugar Diet. You have no clue. I've cut on every single diet you could think of. Okay, I've been very lean on everything. But this is the only time I've ever cut where I know that it's effortless. And the energy's so high, I'm not grinding during the day to run a caloric deficit. Okay, you don't gotta rely on coffee. Okay, and I know I'll never gain a pound back ever. That is the most important part of this. When you get there on this, when you get to your goal on this, you ain't going back. It ain't like your day one, day two. Even if you had crazy willpower and got through a zero-carb carnivore diet for 100 days and lost a bunch of weight, you're gaining it back. You're never going to get there. I've had, how many people have I had come to me in the last month? I had a guy come to me that literally lost like almost 100 pounds on a low-carb diet. And when he got to like his goal weight, he right then and there, he knew, it's like, what the hell? I can't sustain this. And he gained every pound back. Every pound back. 100-pound swing. He lost nothing. He lost nothing. And not to mention this diet's dirt cheap. Like you're talking your regular starch potatoes, candy, rice. Okay, like it's cheaper than dirt. Okay, the lean meat sources are the cheapest meat sources. Fatty shit's all the expensive shit. You gotta be rich to do a stupid zero-carb carnivore diet. It's retarded. Okay, you could be dirt poor, which a lot of people that I help are. A lot of these fat pigs are dirt poor because they're shitty they're shit with money. Okay, they just blow everything. This will turn their life around. They blow everything. Okay, but and they get food, they get their coupons to go to McDonald's and get their food. Okay, where they can just take basically a couple bucks and go get some Sour Patch Kids or some Jolly Rancher candies and get ripped. You get plenty of micros at night. Your main meal's full of micronutrients. Get ripped. Okay, stop worrying about this shit, you're fat ass. You idiots are still thinking, I need this fat in my diet. You're fat, you stupid dummy. You got a pile of fat on you. Like I told you, you better look like you're just coming out of a Nazi concentration camp if you need to add fat to your diet. That's the whole point. Fat is a weight gainer. Okay, that's why there's fat in milk. Okay, milk don't get you ripped. Okay, how many people are getting on stage for a bikini show drinking a bunch of milk? Nobody. It's laughable. Okay, it's laughable. It's actually funny. I knew of a guy that was he was a good bodybuilder. I was living in St. Albert. Anyway, he would go to the gym and he was telling me, this was years ago, he's like, yeah, when I'm cutting, I just eat like dates all day, he said. He just eats dates. You know exactly what I'm telling you. He's just snacking on sugar. He said he'd never eat a big meal. He'd just keep his energy up with dates. Fuck, he'd just get ripped. Like, it's so simple. It's cheap. It's crazy cheap. It makes you lose weight like crazy without even thinking you're on a diet. It's not like day one, day two. How many times do I see these carnivore dieters? I feel bad for these people. They're regular good people, but they get bought into these idiots, these idiot carnivore diet doctors. Okay? Eric Bergler. Okay? Bergler, the biggest sugar fear-mongering jackass out there. His whole brand's built around sugar being bad. Okay, I'm going to take that shit down. Okay, these people's whole brand is built on your fear of sugar. Their whole brand. They hate this. This is some disruptive shit. What do you think I call it? The sugar diet. This is some disruptive shit. Because this basically makes it kills their whole brand. Kills their whole brand. And unless they jump ship and start just helping people and not worrying about just making money, they're going to lose. Because this diet's just too awesome. It's too awesome. Low-fat dieting just works. And then you get a protocol like this. It's insane. This diet gives you crazy energy. It tastes awesome. Your well-being's awesome. You don't need stimulants. It literally beats depression. It'll reverse type 2 diabetes. It'll crank up your glucose sensitivity. Everything just works correctly when you cut fat out of your diet. You cut the fat out of your diet. That's it. Okay, this is just awesome. Okay, why do you think I'm not just doing this for fun, all right? It's insane. Okay, like I was 207 pounds, a few months ago. Then I chipped down. The last couple weeks, I dropped insane weight. Insane weight. Okay, I was telling people I was going to lose like a pound a week. Okay, I'm losing 2 pounds a week plus right now. And I only have like 10 pounds to drop till I'm like 10% body fat. And it's still a joke. Like, I'm going to have to take a diet break. When I get into the 170s, I'm going to have to like try to sit there for a bit. Okay, I'll have to I'll have to just bump up the sugar. Okay, that's how it heals your metabolism so fast. Okay, you just keep ramping the calories up. Like when you get lean on this, you'll be hard pressed to even gain any weight. You won't. It's like impossible. Your body you just give it more pure sugar and it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. It just takes so much energy to turn sugar into fat. Sugar doesn't turn into fat, you idiot. Like just look. Even just looking at it. You think eating these all day long and then having lean meat, vegetables, fruit at night, you think you're going to gain weight on pure sugar like this? Zero fat, zero fat. Look at the labels. Do you think, like, you can't. You can't. The energy's just too high. It's too high. Anytime I was doing strict keto, I still had to watch the calories. Unless I was simply just doing so much cardio, I was out burning a diet. Okay, there's still people out there that are out burning a diet. Okay, Paul Saladino outburns his diet. He's just that continually active surfing all day that he outburns a shitty macro split. Paul Saladino's macro split is shit. Okay, if he knocked that fat out of his diet, went with lean meat, all the fruit that he's eating, knocked out the milk and shit, that would be the better diet. Okay, and he's going to have to do that when he gets older, and if he can't keep that activity level up, his diet would make him fat if he couldn't keep that activity level up. Okay, you don't want to have to rely on a crazy activity level. And soon as there's fat in the diet, you got to rely on it. And like I said, the fat just gives you less energy. Soon as the diet has fat presence and there's carbs there, which there always is, because you're never cutting carbs out, ever again. Ever. You're an idiot if you're trying to cut carbs. You're an idiot. You are a moron if you're trying to cut carbs. When you can literally cut the macro that you need barely any of in the first place, which is fat. You need and fat is like medication. It's like medicine. It's like medicine. Okay, you need the tiniest amount. The tiniest amount. Okay, you need the protein to keep muscle on. That's what the vegans get wrong. But I'll tell you right now, not the dumbass vegans that are eating like lettuce and olives and olive oil and all the fats. The vegans that are high carb, super low fat, are so close to having a good diet if they just added some lean meat into their diet. That's all they'd have to do, and they would hold on to way more muscle, and they'd be in just way better shape. Okay, they'd hold on to a lot more lean mass. Okay, but those vegans, not all vegans are built the same. Okay, my sugar diet protocol is the best of every world. Crazy energy from the carbs, pure carbs, low fat, fat makes you fat, good amount of lean meat to keep muscle on. You can't beat it. You can't. You can't. You can't. Okay, you can't beat it. It's impossible. There's no diet out there that's going to beat this. There's nothing that's going to beat it. Nothing's going to beat it for performance. Nothing's going to beat it for weight loss. Nothing's going to beat it for well-being. Nothing's going to beat it for food variety. Nothing is going to beat this. This is some disruptive shit. And how did I come up with this? I had to get fat as hell and almost give myself type 2 diabetes last winter on a bulk, eating trash. That's how I came up with it. And then I started cutting on my normal cutting routine, which was strict keto, lost a few pounds, got from 207 to 200, and I'm like, nah. Because my strength was too high on the carbs, even on the dirty diet. I'm like, nope, I ain't cutting the carbs ever again. So I started going outside my comfort zone and yanking the fat right out, never yanking meat out. But I got the meat dialed into about the same amount as I do on any other diet when I'm cutting. But I went with lean meat, and I cranked them carbs. And then I started cutting weight on that. I'm like, this feels damn good. And then I started calling that the sugar diet. That was like, 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago? Okay, I just had to, and then I got it dialed right in. Where now it's like you microdose pure sugar during the day. Don't worry about any protein. And you just go pure, hard-hitting sugar through the day. And you stay slim and lean as hell all day long. And you'll have energy out the ass. You want to feel light. Okay, you don't want to have fullness. You get your meal at night that's got a pile of volume. Okay, vegetables, pile of volume, fruit. Okay, during the day, it's pure sugar. What are other sugar sources I eat? So obviously you got your candy. Zero fat. Watch those candies. If you go in a 7-Eleven or something, there's candies that have a lot of fat in them. Don't even put up with 0.7 grams of fat in a serving. Zeros. Zero only on those candies. You'll screw this whole thing up. Zero. I have honey still. Obviously table sugar. Table sugar gets used a lot. Gets used in the super snake juice. Gets used if I have fruit. I'll throw some table sugar on it. Okay, so that I'll have jam. Jam I'll have whatever pure sugar source. Okay, I'll have blackstrap molasses. What else do I have? Oh, that was the other thing. Okay, people were wondering, how did you figure this out, Cole? Okay, I've been getting people messaging me there. How did you figure out to microdose pure sugar during the day? Halls. Because I started making these videos because it got amped up again. Because I'm like, geez, this is working pretty damn good. Lean meat and no fat in the diet at all. And I was eating basically, fruit, starch. And I'm like, okay, we're making videos again. We're hammering them out. And my voice, I'm like, okay, now I'm not worried about any daily intermittent fasting. Who gives a shit? I'm having some hauls. And guess what I noticed? I started just having hauls through the day, eating nothing. So I'd have a pretty good amount of hauls. I'd probably eat almost a whole pack. And I had substantially more energy on those hauls and substantially more weight loss. And then I was eating, and then substantially less feeling to eat a pile of food at night. You're going to be hungry for your evening meal, but because I had so much energy during the day, I'm just not dragging ass during the day. It's not like the same. It's like you have way more control over that meal. And then at night, it wasn't like you're not eating the same way as when you're doing like strict OMAD where there's a bunch of fasting or intermittent fasting in a 4-hour window or some shit. You're eating that meal at night knowing that you get sugar right when you wake up the next morning. It's different. It's a different mindset. So it makes the adherence insane. Okay, that's how I can get away with a meal at night right now that's lean meat and a pile of fruit and not be like, oh, I better get it. I need more for my Starve Fest the next day. There is no Starve Fest the next day because you get the little doses of sugar. That's how it started. You've heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Okay, I did it with the halts, which is really funny because back in when I still competed in powerlifting, I was always eating those halts all day. Okay, I remember I didn't even think about it. I was always I competed at about 82 kilo. And I wasn't really, I'd eat clean and there's halts. I wasn't even trying to cut. That was my weight I lifted at without even trying to cut. The halts throughout the day was enough to give me way more energy. I noticed it in the swimming pool first. I could swim way harder on just a couple of Halls candies, which is only maybe 30 calories of sugar. But you get the sugar hit, and even though you burn the sugar calories off, it keeps your body still revved up. It's like, give it a hit, burn the sugar off, then burn more fat. Give it a hit, burn sugar, burn more fat. It just keeps you revved up all day. That's how I figured how to microdose these sugars, how it works so well. I was eating Halls all day, and it made my one meal at night just easier to eat normal. And I had way more energy during the day, and I was losing way more weight. And I'd weigh myself before the main meal, obviously. Okay, not in the morning because you're still getting a good bolus of food at night. That's how I did it. That's it. Halls. And it was funny because everyone was like, oh, yeah, he's a really good health coach. He's just sitting there eating Halls. Yeah, I am. Okay? Those Halls brought up the best weight loss protocol on the damn internet. How's that? How's that? Okay, I have a couple questions here. All right. The sweet life. That's what it is. It's the sweet life. Okay, you quit the zero-carb carnivore bullshit, ass-dragging crap, and you start the sweet life. There's just no restriction. It's awesome. There's no restriction. You're just yanking fat out of the diet, but you're still eating lean meat. Okay, people, like, don't try to put words in my mouth saying, oh, but a pure sugar diet, there's no fat. Yeah, I'm not promoting pure sugar 24 hours a day, you idiots. It's sugar through the day and then lean meat and a normal meal at night with no low-fat diet. That's the protocol. Don't just start making up shit. Okay, I get a lot of fear-mongering in my comments now because people just hate this. Okay, they're trying to, like, just make it sound like they're trying to make me sound like I'm promoting something I'm not even promoting. The Sweet Life. Polaris Sucks donated me $7, says, besides the calorie difference, would there be any issues with using fattier meats if you did sugar all day, only meat and veg at night? Yeah. Why would you eat the fatty meat? You're trying to lose weight. Okay? Once you're ripped, do whatever the hell you want. I'm here to help you lose weight. Okay? Cut the fat of your goddamn diet. Why would you eat a fatty ribeye steak that's like 1,200 calories for like a pound of meat versus eating the lean cut that has the same amount of protein that's like half the calories? Like literally, 100 grams of ribeye is 300 calories. 100 grams of like round or that sirloin tip, you're like talking like 180, 170 calories. And you want the protein and there's still plenty of fat there. You're trying to get lean. You're trying to lose fat. Why would you be eating fat? Okay, that's the screw up in people's brain. Okay, fat makes you fat. Okay, it always did. Okay, sometimes you get a quick result on a low carb diet because you dump a pile of water and there's no sustainability. That's the thing. That's where a diet isn't even a diet. By my definition of what a diet should be, there's no sustainability. It's not a diet. Okay, this is like 100% sustainability. Once you're ripped, do whatever the hell you want. Once you're shredded, do whatever the hell you want. If you're going to microdose pure sugar all day and then you want to crank up the food at night and have some stuff that definitely isn't in your best interest for weight loss, but you're already shredded, go do whatever the hell you want. Okay, I'm here to help you lose weight. You cut the fat out of the damn diet, you idiots. Volume, lower calories, crazy energy. That's the things you want to match. Crazy energy, large food volume at night helps you keep the calories down. Still hitting the protein intake, still hitting a certain amount of lean meat. It's that simple. Get a good amount of salts if you're dropping weight really quick. Snake juice in the morning, super snake juice in the morning. Get the salts in there. And if you're dropping weight really quick, even have another shot of super snake juice during the day. Because obviously you can't just add the salts to gummy bears, right? Now, if you had your snake juice is fine. Okay, what you could do, because you got to remember, like, that sugar makes those, like, makes your body drive those salts into the cells. So, for example, if you took like a swig of snake juice, regular snake juice, and that you had that in a bottle, if you didn't have sugar in it or something, and you had some candy, then you can just have a swig of snake juice, knock the candy back, and it's going to pound that sugar into your system a lot faster than just drinking the snake juice. Because the sugar pounds electrolytes into your cells. All right, let's see here. Justin Sutton donated me $5, says, thanks for this life hack. This has cut my energy drink intake in half. I buy them in bulk and will probably quit when I'm finished with this box. Awesome, thanks for the donation. That brings up a good point. I'm not promoting drinking caffeinated energy drinks either. I see people saying shit like, oh, I could just drink Monsters. The whole point is you have crazy energy now. Why would you still be using Stims to screw up your sleep? It's stupidity. This diet will put the whole Stim business out of business too. Sugar. You never needed the Stims in the first place. You just need to get up and pound a bunch of sugar, water, and salt for breakfast. You don't need the damn Stims. Okay? It's pure sugar. Pure sugar. It's not Mars bars. It's not Red Bulls. It's not Stims. It's sugar. It's not the same. Gov Ting donated me $2, says, can I just eat table sugar only while fasting? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, if you want to do a fast on super snake juice, go hard. Okay, you're going to lose weight like crazy. You want to do a 48 or 72 hour fast on super snake juice? Anybody that's done a fast on normal snake juice is going to find drinking super snake juice for 72 hours a joke. Okay, fasting on normal snake juice is way more difficult than super snake juice. You're still getting in sugar and food. You're still getting in food. Okay, you're getting in, it's raw energy. Okay, you're not getting in any micronutrients when you're fasting on snake juice or fasting at all. Don't worry about it now. Just because you're putting sugar in your body, there's no difference. Peasants were always skinny eating vegetables. DB donated me $5. Peasants were always skinny eating vegetables, starches, legumes. Rich were fat from eating high fatty meat and sweets. Like it's exactly. And see, that's another word. Careful when you say sweets. These are sweet. These are sweet, but there's no fat in them. There's no fat. Okay, stop saying, some of these words are very misleading to idiots. The general population is a bunch of idiots. So it needs to say sweets. Sweets to them is donuts, cake, this shit. They group shit like this in with that stuff. This is pure sugar. Pure sugar. Okay, table sugar is pure sugar. That ain't sweets. That is pure sugar. Don't mix the shit up. Okay, pay attention to detail. Get the fat out of the goddamn diet. Okay, bread, all that shit. Look at the labels. Zero fat. You're microdosing pure sugar throughout the day. Zero fat. Okay, fruit is pure sugar. Okay, zero fat. When you're having starch and shit. Okay, rice, don't put olive oil on. Okay, put sugar on it for taste. Okay, pure sugar. Like people just gotta get that through their head. No fat. Okay, that's where the magic happens. Okay, people always say that. They say carbs and sweets. And as soon as you say that, they just group it all into one box and all the shit that's making them fat has a bunch of fat in it. This is carbs and it's sweets. And this will get you ripped. Ripped. It's candy. It's pure candy. It's zero fat candy. That's what this is. Ripped. Ken Wang donated me $5, says, I trolled pretty hard about this diet, but finally tried it, and the weight is melting off. Works great. I do miss sucking on frozen butter cubes, though. Awesome job. His Workmanship donated me $5, says, what are your thoughts on the starch solution by Dr. McDougall? It's zero fat. The problem is, these vegans, you need lean meat in a diet. Okay, you need lean meat or you won't hold muscle. Look at McDougall. Okay, he's right about almost everything he says, except the part where they cut lean meat out. Like that is the stupid thing. And that's with all of them. That's why I'm the middle ground. I'm the new middle ground. Okay, and that's why there's going to be a lot of vegans that went vegan just to lose weight. And I'm going to be the guy they're coming to because they weren't actually dogmatic about eating lean meat. And they're like, geez, this guy's right. This high carb, low fat vegan diet makes you lose weight like crazy, but you lose muscle. Over time, it's going to make you waste away. You can't hold muscle without enough lean protein. Okay, and a lot of times when the vegans get really lean on a high carb, low fat vegan diet, they bump the fat up by adding in avocado and shit, but why would you just add in lean meat? Because there's a little bit of fat in lean meat. Why wouldn't you just add that in instead of adding just fat? See, that's because they're still dogmatic to not eating meat, which is the problem. Other than that, those high carb, low fat vegans, if they added a bit of lean meat into their diet, they'd have, that diet's almost perfect. It's closer to being a good diet than a zero carb carnivore diet. Hands down. Hands down. They just got to add the lean meat. So it's so far, yet so close from being a really good diet. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, like basically everything McDougall says is correct, except that part. All right, and I think he's more of a starch guy. They got to remember. See, as soon as you have the DR in the front of your name, you got to kind of wait. You got to watch your P's and Q's for what you say. So sometimes he'll be like anti-table sugar or anti-fruit. He won't be as much of a fan of fruit, okay? Because they gotta. There's politics when you have the doctor in front of your name. Okay, there's certain things you can say, or you gotta wait for the science to come out before you can actually just say that straight up, like table sugar is healthy, right? Like, where's the studies? Like, let's get some studies on straight table sugar. Come on. You know, they won't even do those studies. Because it's funny, because people are like, coal's been bought out by Big Sugar. Big Sugar? Big Sugar? Sugar don't make no money compared to fat-riddled carbs. Pure sugar? Of course, they make money on sugar, but pure sugar is like a staple product. It's not like buying chocolate bars. That's where they make big bucks. That's where they make massive money in their stupid energy drinks full of caffeine and other shit. That's big. That's where the big money comes from. Bags of sugar? There's money in sugar, but it ain't like what you're talking about with all that other shit. Okay, sugar's cheap. Okay, of course, the people that produce sugar and process it from beets and sugarcane make money. But you're getting a pure product. It's pure. It's pure sugar. Okay, even these Jolly Ranchers, even some of these candies, yeah, they got some things in them. I don't give a shit as long as there's no fat in it. Okay, as long as there's no fat. That's what counts. Okay, it's only 200, I'm eating 200 calories. It doesn't even matter. Like, if there's even any toxins in any of this shit, it's like literally gives you a hormetic effect in such a small dose. It doesn't matter as long as it's pure sugar with no fat. That's all you're looking for. Sugar, zero fat, no protein at all. I'm not knocking back any protein during the day at all. Again, once you're ripped, if you want to have some vegetables during the day or something, go do whatever you want. But you want to get ripped. And now, pure sugar, no fat, no protein, microdose throughout the day, main meal at night, which is your lean protein, vegetables, pile of vegetables, starch, fruit. Okay, like I said, if you want to lose weight even faster, yank the starch back, bump the fruit up because the starch has a higher caloric density than most of the fruit, the wet fruit. Watermelon works perfect. Watermelon works perfect. It gives you volume and it takes a while to eat it. It works great. All right? And that's it. It's as simple as that. During the day, you can have whatever you want. Popsicles. Do whatever you want. If you're eating acidic sugar sources, like honey is fairly acidic. It's great, but you watch your teeth with honey. Rinse them out. Okay, rinse your mouth out. Okay, table sugar is actually easier on your teeth than honey. See, it's funny how people think honey's so healthy, but table sugar is so bad. Like these carnivore jackasses, a lot of them, why do you think they started eating the honey? Because they know their body needs the carbs. Why do you think they're all adding sweeteners to their shit? They're as bad as the vegans craving meat. They're craving sweet shit. So like, let's make carnivore pancakes. Okay, let's make carnivore pancakes. When you can just, like, it's stupid, dumb shit. Anytime you're trying to make a food where it's not a natural macro that's in it, you know that your diet sucks. Let's make, like, it's dumb just like the vegans with their vegan burgers and shit. It's stupid, dumb shit. Dogmatic shit. Okay, dogmatic shit. Low-fat diet's where it's at. Okay, you microdose those sugars throughout the day, you're going to get ripped to shreds on sugar, on pure sugar. Your health markers will be perfect. Your testosterone's going to be insane. Okay, you know how much fat you need to have proper testosterone levels? Less than I'm even mentioning. Like, you ever look at the numbers? It's like 0.003 micrograms and shit. Like, people just don't have a clue on the dosage. They just run with some dogmatic carnivore diet idiot bullshit. Oh, we need fat. Like, how much? You know how much you need? Like, none. Whatever's in the lean meat. Whatever that is. Okay, whatever that ends up being. Okay, 20 grams, 30 grams. Maybe if you're getting lean and you eat like 500 grams of steak that's lean steak, you know, you might be playing around with 35 grams, 40 grams of fat. Okay, it's just a normal clean diet at that point. Okay, clean dieting means low fat. That's what clean dieting is. Okay, sugar is clean. Pure sugar is clean. Fat is dirty. Okay, fat makes the diet dirty. Your dirty diet. Ken Wang donated me another $5. Says, imagine believing sugar causes insulin resistance in 2024 with access to the entire internet in your pocket. Yeah, like, see, so many people, like, if you're a type 2 diabetic, you're just a fat ass. Okay, type 1's a whole nother story. A type 1 diabetic can have high blood sugar and high ketones at the same time. You know what usually happens with type 1s? They usually end up they're not getting the insulin, and their blood sugar goes through the roof, and they start pissing like a racehorse because they're trying to get rid of the sugar because their body's not taking it up out the kidneys. And so now they're pissing so much they get dehydrated, which drives the ketone levels even higher in concentration value. And then that's how they end up dying. And that's what happens. That's why they start dropping body weight so fast. Because their bodies like chewing up muscle because they're just crazy dehydration. That's what happens right before they end up. That's usually when people get diagnosed type 1. And usually that's caused from some stupid stressor in the past or there's always some story unless they're born with it, which is rare. Type 2 diabetics are just a fat pig. My microdosing protocol worked perfect. Perfect. Okay, microdosing for type 1s would reverse insulin resistance. Okay, you know how many type 1s still eat carbs, but they're eating too much fat. So if you know what you're doing, you can reverse insulin resistance that even type 1s have, so then they don't have to take as much insulin to drive the carbs into the cells. Okay, they're still insulin resistant. And they rely on the insulin at the same time. Type 2, shit, you don't even have to, you're just a fat ass. Just general weight loss is what you need to do. Just lose weight, fat pig. Okay, microdosing sugar is perfect. It's going to wake your metabolism up, crank up your glucose sensitivity. You'll be able to drop body fat like crazy. And you're still scared of sugar because you're an idiot. You know why? Because it's everywhere. Like I said, Christopher Walker made a couple very good videos talking about sugar. One's about a half hour long. Go watch them. He hasn't made a video since, so I don't know what the heck happened. Okay, I used to follow his shit years ago. Okay, Christopher Walker. Okay, type in sugar Christopher Walker. Watch those videos. Okay, he talks about it good. There's so much stupid shit that happened in the last 80 years with sugar. Okay, pure sugar is life, the sweet life. I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for the donations. Until next time, cut the fat out of your goddamn diet, fatty, and work on curing your sugar phobia.